So is the third wave already in retreat? We had been told to prepare ourselves for 100,000 daily cases in August, but they've been falling for the last 6 days. They're now at just under 25,000, down from 40,000 a week ago. The downturn is even more pronounced in Scotland. Cases have almost halved since peaking at the end of June. There is a bit of a health warning on the numbers, though. Not all data points the same way, at least not yet. The Office for National Statistics randomly tests people whether or not they've had symptoms. Their results show cases are still rising across the UK, including Scotland, where 1 in 80 people were infected, up from 1 in 90 a week earlier. And the Zoe Symptom app, which also looks at reported symptoms, suggests they're still rising across the UK. So what could explain the drop in daily numbers? Is it the vaccine? Well, uptake is already levelling off in the age group most likely to have the virus, with just 58% of 18 to 25-year-olds having had a jab. And most children won't be vaccinated at all. So while some young people will have antibodies from a previous infection, herd immunity is unlikely to be the reason for the fall in cases. What about the football, then? The June surge in cases coincided with the Euros, often watched, of course, in crowded pubs and fan zones. Scotland went out at the group stage. A week later, cases started dropping. England were in it to the final. Again, a week or so later, cases started falling. There seems to be a clear link. What about summer holidays, particularly in the great weather we've been having? In Scotland, schools broke up around the 24th of June. Again, just before cases started falling. In England, the end of term wasn't officially until last week, but 840,000 pupils were already at home self-isolating, and some schools closed early, coinciding with a downturn in cases. There may be another factor. The number of tests being done has dropped 5% over the last week. With schools out, children aren't testing twice weekly, so some cases may be being missed. The Prime Minister has said we're not out of the woods yet, and cases could rise again as the lifting of lockdown starts to filter through to the data, possibly later this week. But let's hope the numbers keep pointing the right way.